before I got fucking Oreos all smashed in them, though. You know how it is at the Lewis storage.
It's classic. Yeah, any game cartridge or
just anything
that could have been broken.
Anything valuable.
Yeah.
It's got piss on it. Cat piss, dog piss, human piss. There's no telling.
Oh.
One time, you remember at our old house
we were all filthy though.
When we were little kids at my old house in our attic, we had that little like crawl space in the back room that was full of stuffed animals and like stuffed pillows. So
like that you used for your room?
No, well, yeah, when I lived there. Yeah,
and it had the ladder that went up into the door.
Well, no, I'm talking about the high attic. I'm talking about like
the other side.
Those little,
okay, yeah, I do. Yep.
Well, it was dark, and we just had all those stuffed animals in there, so it's kind of like a weird. We could play, like what's the night crawlers? We could play night crawlers, and they're really easy.
What's night crawlers?
It's that game that Charlie plays on Always Sunny with Frank, where they're under the blankets, being like night crawlers,
like worms,
like digging through the dirt.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so we're playing in there when we're little kids, and Howard cuts his hand on something sharp.
Of course he does.
This is a hard cat turd.
God. God, did he get a tetanus shot?
Worst things that ever happened in my presence, dude.
I hope he got a tetanus shot.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe that's what's wrong with him.
Maybe he had brain worms.
They're still there, dude.
Dude, that's the craziest shit. I mean, I feel like, we try not to talk about politics, but goddamn, that is a fucking story right there. About John Kennedy or fucking.
Well, it's just funny because you always hear people say things about literal brainworms, and he's like, "Well, actually,
yeah,
you know what? And he talks all like this.
Fuck, dude, I was dying. I was dying when all this shit was happening. Oh man, because like the first thing I thought of was Wrath of Khan. When he puts the worms in their ears.
Ugh.
To control their brains.
Yeah, that happens on Supernatural episode. Dean keeps calling it a herpes.
That sounds about right.
Man, we got some more followers on our channel.
I boosted some posts on YouTube, and we welcome all our new viewers. Hopefully we don't disappoint.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We appreciate you. It's awesome. I thought Zip was spending money and buying followers.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
Buying those fake accounts, all those Chinese.
No, I'm not doing
those Chinese click farms.
We're not there yet.
Like they did in Silicon Valley, dude, to make it look like we're a success when we're not. We're always a success,
in our heart.
In my mind. In my heart, dude. In our hearts and minds. There we go. Who says that? What's that? Well, in the hearts and minds of America, isn't that? That's
Russia's, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or no, that's
where's the heart and minds come from?
That's what the Americans said to Vietnam. That was the strategy, is when their hearts and minds
went over their hearts and minds.
Yeah.
I feel like Captain America might have said it at one point.
Maybe.
Too. It sounds like something Steve would say.
They said that in Red Dawn. They referenced that quote. Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
They said it in the Hot Tub Time Machine too, dude. When he was like the soda can bomb from those Russians.
Oh, yeah.
America!
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But they referenced Red Dawn and Hot Tub Time Machine. I just like bringing up Hot Tub Time Machine.
You sure do.
Dude, it's so funny when I was trying to think of the line that John Cusack says when he's writing breakup poetry, and he says, "You can sing it to the tune," and I said, "Sweet Chin Music." Instead of Sweet Child of Mine. I was like, you can sing it to the tune of Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah, that's I gotta say, you've been driving me crazy with the fucking AI posts.
Oh, I've been having a ton of fun with making AI songs.
AI-ing your ass off.
I think it's called Suno.com. Anybody can do it for free.
Suno.ai is that?
Man, I think it's just .com. Suno.com. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
just Google Suno.
I mean, like 3 or 4 a day you've been doing.
For your free accounts, you get like 50 credits a day, and they like roll over at not roll over, but they restock at midnight.
Yeah.
So you got to use them up unless you pay for like a Premier account, then you get so many per month, and they don't go away, and you can use it. I don't think we're allowed to use it commercially unless we pay for the license. So we can't put that song I made about you smoking a cigarette under a street light, thinking about the future and the cost of life. You didn't listen to that one with the saxophone, dude? Oh my gosh, dude, it's so
I've
good.
only listened to the one that you did for Jesse. I haven't
Dude,
listened to any other
oh
ones.
my god. I was listening to them on the way over here in the car. They're so good.
We'll have to put them on YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude, we need to film a reaction video of you reacting to that song I made about you, dude. I tried to make it sound like the Glenn Frey.
You were trying to do
with
Glenn
the
Frey.
sax.
Yeah.
Like the 80s songs we've been talking about, The Heat Is On and You Belong to the City.
Yep.
And man, AI nailed it, dude. I just said 80s synth heavy pop with saxophone, and it made probably one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
And apparently, I can like use more credits to extend the song. Like they're all only like 2 minutes or something, and they just cut off.
Yeah.
But it's usually like a couple verses and a chorus.
Yeah.
And man, it's just so much fun.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm afraid. I'm one of those people that don't want to tell it too much. Although it could probably vastly improve my life.
I don't know what you mean. Tell too much. It's not going to learn anything about you, dude.
It's like I want to be off the grid. You know, I don't want my information.
It doesn't. It's
on there. You know, well, you got to sign up. I'm sure.
Sure.
And, you know.
Well, I mean, it's just like Facebook.
And
no, you don't. You don't have to do that. I just signed in with my Google account.
Your Google account has all the details.
Sure.
Know? So
whatever I have in my Google account, I don't care.
Well, I see I have a lot of shit all over my properties. I don't want anybody to touch it.
I guess. I don't know. I don't read the terms and conditions.
It's a GeekZip podcast. Ryan, Zip, and Christian hanging out in the Zip Cave on a rainy Saturday. We got Mother's Day coming up tomorrow.
Then,
we got...
Man, I had my nephew... Leon's second birthday was the 7th. My dad's birthday was the 8th, and then now we got Morrison's birthday was the 10th.
Happy birthday to Morrison. He's been on the show.
A lot of birthday week, dude.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
And then Mother's Day, yeah. And apparently we had like the Northern Lights were visible.
I didn't see shit
because there's an extreme because the planet's dying.
Did you see anything out where you're at?
The apocalypse is coming. My mom and dad got good pictures at like 4:30 in the morning or something.
No, it's too late.
But I saw JW had some good pictures.
Somebody that Kush knows was flying into fucking Jaeger and got amazing pictures out the fucking window.
One of my friends in Portland posted some good ones too.
Yeah,
Portland,
it's unfortunate.
Oregon.
This beauty is happening because the beauty of our planet is slowly dying. It is.
Yeah,
sad.
it's like enjoy the apocalypse while you can, right, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Make the most of it.
What's been going on this week? What have you been doing besides AI shit?
I watched that horror series on. It's a horror anthology like American Horror Story, and it's on Amazon. It's called Them.
Yes, I've heard of this.
2 seasons. And
I saw a clip of one that was intense. It was like this black guy that was casting and
that was season 2.
Is that okay?
Season 2 is kind of more in the 80s, 90s, and season 1 is like more in the 50s, I guess.
Well, is there a common theme? Or is it just?
It's just kind of it's African American centric about racism and stuff like that. It's really, really tough to watch in some scenes.
Yeah,
like these white people take her infant baby and put it in a bag and throw it around the room until it's dead.
I can't.
And the whole time she's
she's
screaming, "Cat in a bag, cat in a bag, cat in a bag, cat in a bag."
No.
Yeah, it's insane. The second season's a lot more tolerable for me, I think.
Yeah, I can't. You can't fuck with kids. I'm sorry. Call me an old man. I can't see that shit. That's why I couldn't watch that Skinamarink movie.
But it's like
I can't stand kid torture.
The second one has, like I said, it's a different time area and it's got all new characters. But then at the end, you find out that they're related to the characters from the first season.
Ah, so it's like generational.
So far,
Yeah.
hopefully there's more seasons. I enjoyed it.
I mean, I've heard some buzz about that show for sure.
The bad guy in the second season kind of is like an insane Raggedy Andy guy with a pantyhose over his head and bad makeup and teeth. It is pretty freaky.
That's the clip I think I saw.
He's intense looking.
Yeah, that's the clip I think I saw. And yeah, it's. I remember looking at the clip on Facebook going, God, what is this? This looks incredible. And it was that Them show.
Did you watch Dark Side of the Ring? It was their last episode of the season. It was probably their best one this season,
I like that one. Yeah, it was Black Saturday when Vince took over.
I thought it's funny. Briscoe said it was Green Saturday because, I was looking at his net worth. He's worth over $1 million. And it's like, you can't say that for many of those other guys.
No shit. I mean, some of them came out. I mean, it's funny how
that one guy said about 3%, and it's probably less
Ole
than
Anderson's what's cracked me up about that episode.
Well,
like,
when he was
fuck
being
you
there.
and fuck Linda. When he's trying to introduce him to Linda.
Yeah, or just the clips of
this
him.
This is my wife, Linda. Fuck you and fuck Linda.
Well, you could see how bitter he was at the cons and everything, dude. It's just like...
Yeah, when he did those shoot interviews, he was fucking sour grapes. I mean,
if it wasn't Vince, it would have been somebody else.
Exactly, and Briscoe said that, I think, right? Somebody said that on the episode.
Yeah.
It's like it was going to happen. So, it's not like... And Vince has plenty that he's going to have to answer to the fucking devil for.
Yeah, I like how they tacked all that on at the end.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder.
Was hilarious.
We got to scramble and add 2 minutes to this motherfucker to kind of recap what's been going down.
But don't worry if you think Vince has gotten away with all this shenanigans.
No. He is
karma,
not.
Whatever it is.
Say what you want about Vince, but he did do something revolutionary, and there's all kinds of figures throughout history that are just total scumbags, but are a part of something that's revolutionary and changes things as we know it. And you can't take that away from him. I'm sorry.
Well, it's just, people shouldn't have that much money.
Well,
that's power.
I mean, then you get into the whole discussion about going public. That's kind of where he became a billionaire.
Gosh, I liked how they talked about him coming back into the company and all that. And like he did the same.
That interview, I don't think I ever watched that with the mustache. I've only seen the picture
Who
of it.
wants to watch that?
That's the thing. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, that makes me uncomfortable. I don't think so. It looks like Wayne Newton.
Now I'm even more perverted.
Yeah, now you look even more like a fucking psycho. Okay, we got to talk.
We had X-Men, yeah.
We got to talk about 97. Just, oh my God. Please make all animated shows Marvel like you're making X-Men 97.
It really is incredible, dude. I mean, it's one of the best TV shows I've seen in so long.
And I mean, at first I was like, oh, I just really love this because of the nostalgia and all that shit. No, they're doing justice for these characters unlike anything I've ever seen.
I don't know. I saw a few people complaining about some characters' arcs.
Who? Which ones?
Rogue.
I mean, she's always been kind of like on the fence like that.
I know.
Spoilers ahead, by the way.
Haters are going to find something to hate about in any portrayal. I like the line they had between Storm and Jean Grey talking about like whether your mind they can mind your weather and weather your mind.
It was good to see the
team. It's like, when they came up with that line, they went around the room high-fiving each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I do love the scene when they're in their uncanny suits and they're all together again. And
remember when I said last week about how I can't wait for Storm to come back and do something badass to save somebody, and
they did.
It was jubilant, but it wasn't half as badass.
No,
I was hoping.
I was kind of like,
she should have just lightning all this humans.
I'm saying, like, yeah, it should have been just fucking.
I like that they're like, Forge, your metal leg's still working. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that whole part. I was like, wait, so Hank knows him? I mean, how does that work? I thought he was from the future.
No, not Forge.
Forge?
He
sent Bishop back in time.
Not in this timeline. Well, that's not him at this point.
Okay. All right. I think I understand.
Yeah, this is like a contemporary Forge.
Yeah. I finally watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, yeah?
Came out on Vudu, so
you mean the Frozen one?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, Frozen Empire.
Ghostbusters 2? That's what I said.
Well, at least I didn't say that.
No, the real Ghostbusters are Answer the Call. How about that one? With the women.
Ghostbusters Firehouse. I watched that one.
That's a secret code name for it.
I know. I liked Afterlife better. This one lacked a lot of heart, and they really... They're really trying to like turn it over to those four, McKenna, Grace, and fucking Rudd, and the little family. And again, I like the idea of the Ghostbusters being like this fucking bumbling group of scientists rather than this family. I don't know. That's just me. And again, the last one.
Well, I mean, they are scientists.
But I mean,
Paul Rudd is a seismologist.
I mean, but exactly, like the original Ghostbusters were like paranormal scientists, right? So it was like
Egon for sure.
You know, and Ray, he was fucking. And then Venkman was what, psychology?
Well, I think he's
Psycho.
more into the history of it, not the science of it.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their taste.
You think of it more of like a workplace comedy is what you're
saying.
saying.
Exactly. That's kind of where... That's what you're saying?
No, that's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's what... I like it more.
It doesn't need to be so family-centered.
Yeah, it's like, you know, okay, yeah, they're trying to be a family and trying to call him dad and... Blah, 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 yeah. You know.
That's what's the mass appeal.
Big Bad let me down.
Trying to appeal to the masses.
Big Bad let me down.
I didn't have a problem with it.
He looked like shit.
I told you the part I didn't like was McKenna Grace's plot line.
I don't know why you needed, what's his name, Indian dude? I don't know why.
Humor?
He didn't provide that much humor. He was barely in it.
Well, you're just racist, though. As we all know. You don't find those kind of people funny.
You're fucking crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I found him perfectly funny.
Well, I'm sure you did. No, I just, you know, the whole... I guess they needed a backstory for the fucking Frozen Man.
You didn't like the way he was pulling the fire? He's like, what? He couldn't do it. He was so proud of himself, dude. They're like, wait, we got this guy. Check this out.
Then you had that stupid, meaningless subplot between the girl ghost and McKenna Grace's character.
Yeah,
it's like, what was the point of that?
Too tropey.
Yeah, it's like
she had to betray her, dude. She trusted the wrong ghosts. But ghosts can be good.
I don't think so. I don't know. I've always heard the latter, for sure.
It's hard to get into the semantics of that stuff.
That's true. You're right. It is hard to do that. You think what kind of ghost do you think you'd be a ghost that fucks with people?
Well, I don't know. I kind of go with like the supernatural mythos where all ghosts become crazy at some point. You know what I mean?
I would think so. Yeah, for sure. Because it's like, yeah, eventually at some point you get tired. You're in one place. I mean, I guess you know, ghosts have different rules for different properties.
Well, in that show, that CBS show, Ghosts that I watched, they just had their season finale, and the one ghost that Sam likes, spoiler alert, Sam, don't listen to this part, he got grabbed, and ghosts can go through walls, but they can't like go up. So at one point this season,
they can't go up.
Yeah, like if you walked like this at this one point in the season,
like they can't.
This one girl fell in a well. This ghost fell in a well, and she couldn't get out of the well because she could go into the dirt. But then if she could find a basement through the dirt, she could go upstairs. But
why wouldn't you just head like toward a river or ocean?
Well, I don't know what it's like to move through the dirt, dude. That's what they're saying. And so anyway, they mentioned that this happened to them at one point, and they went in the dirt 100 years ago. And they made it out, but one of them didn't and was lost in the dirt. And she just appeared at the end of the season and grabbed the ghost. Well, actually, it's not the ghost that Sam likes, so don't worry. But anyway,
you're all over the fucking map, dude.
She grabs one of the main ghosts and pulls him into the dirt, dude, and he's gone. And they're like, "Oh snap!"
Is this the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No, that was like Ghost Whisperer or something.
Ghost Whisperer, that's right.
This one has the girl from the zombie show.
Do you still watch that Bagan asshole?
What?
Or that Zach Bagan's asshole? Do you still?
Yeah, of course I watch Ghost Adventures. Yeah.
Is he still going strong?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Didn't his partner like? What happened with that? Like that Nick guy, right?
Well,
Nick Grimes.
This is
his name.
Groff. It was a while ago. That was like back when they split up.
Well, that was when I was watching.
I know. They split up like 10 seasons ago. But then apparently Zach and then Nick never...
But I thought it came back around. Like, and that's what resulted in the two fighting for the shows.
Well, no.
Or was it all part of the same thing?
I'm saying back then they split up and Nick had his own shows. Right. But they never really talked about why they split up.
Right.
And then Nick just kind of fell off the map. I guess they say that Zach uses influence to kind of
snuff him out.
Yeah. And then, so later on, Zach started having beef with another one of his employees.
Is it the bald guy?
No, it was some guy that actually made a video as a kid and won a contest, and now he ended up working for him later on or something. Huh. But anyway, he posted since then. Nick finally made a public statement about Zach was he did me wrong.
Oh, okay.
He didn't like me trying to do my own thing.
Didn't seem to affect Zach though, huh?
No, he's the star of the show, dude. He's got his own haunted museum in Vegas.
I was gonna say, doesn't he have his own channel?
He's worth over $1 million.
Yeah, I know he's rich for sure. That's cool. All right, and I bought.
But apparently, he's too scared to travel by plane now. I heard.
Why?
A fortune teller told him that, or a mystic told him that, or he had a vision.
Well, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, so they had a series where he stayed back at home and talked to the other guys over Zoom while they investigated. It was called House Calls, dude.
That's a fucking jip. If I was a studio, I'd be like, you better get that motherfucker on that plane right now. Paying him millions of dollars, and he's like, I can't fly. The mystic told me not to.
I don't know if it's true or not. Though, dude.
Well, it kind of adds to it, I guess. Adds to his fucking mythos.
They also say that's why if they'd go anywhere on the other show, it's always within 3 hours.
Driving distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that shit used to... again, eventually it got to be the same shit, that would happen. So that's why I kind of fell off, because it was
dude, it's gotten...
little fucking light beam.
Well, the difference...
Like a laser light.
The difference between the technology they use now and in the beginning episodes is so crazy, dude. They have, spirit boxes that go... And, actual kind of words come out of them, as opposed to the earlier episodes where it's just, the tape recordings, and it's just meh.
Yeah.
These are actually...
And they flash back and do... But the same thing happened with Finding Bigfoot. I eventually came to the realization they're not going to find Bigfoot.
No.
And that kind of killed it for me. And I think it was the same thing with Ghost Adventures, too. I was like, they're never going to see a ghost.
Yeah, but they always have adventures.
Well, there's some funny shit that happens on the episodes for sure. And they do... This one off a lot.
There's one episode where they do a drug, and they're all tripping in their car. Are
you serious?
Yeah, dude. They didn't realize it was
what drug?
It was some the devil's some kind of leaf or something, dude. It's some kind of Indian hallucinatory drug.
Smoking?
The Native Americans, yeah, they had them do it. They thought it was
peyote.
They thought it was just some harmless thing, and then they're like,
they probably smoked a bunch of bath salts.
Oh, dude. And they're just sitting in the car giggling. They're like,
Jesus.
But then in one of the latest episodes, dude, this one guy all of a sudden gets sick and starts throwing up in the sink.
Oh, God.
The spirit made him throw up, dude. And this is the other person's like, God, I've never seen somebody puke so much. And you just hear him go, ah!
That's awful.
Dude, it's like The Exorcist in real life, man. I don't know. Truth is out there.
I feel
understand.
Like seeing real vomit.
We just may never understand.
It may be the case. I had a wild hair up my ass and bought Call of Duty World at War. Do you remember that for 360?
I keep feeling like I've got a hair stuck in my ear, my inner ear, and it's bugging me. I've tried tweezing. I don't know.
You want a Q-tip?
I need a doctor to take a look inside my ear, and I have an appointment coming up next month, and I'm going to ask the doctor to do just that.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up,
Well, you talked about having a hair, and I've got a hair in my ear.
Oh, when I said wild hair and I bought the...
Because it's been bugging me so much, dude. And I got worried it was like a tick. Because, we got a lot of ticks out where I live. Oh, yeah.
You got those deer ticks.
And I was thinking how terrible that would be to have a tick in your ear that got big and blocked your ear and you couldn't hear. And then I was like, well, it'd be worse than that if it got in your pee hole.
God, dude.
And you...
Why? How would it get in your pee hole?
I don't know. You were asleep.
Are you running around the fucking woods naked?
Naked and afraid.
Well, you got a point there. I don't know if it could get in your pee hole, though.
I just think about... Well, what if it did and then it engorged itself and blocked your pee?
Dude...
That's horrible, isn't it? What a horrible way to think.
Yeah. I don't know why you're thinking that way. It's weird.
Call
of Duty World at War. If you remember, that was like the first one, which I think is...
I don't think I've ever really played
I think
Call
it's
of
the
Duty.
best one of the series. I will come out and say it's
good for you.
Best one. I don't care if you care.
I don't care.
I'm telling them.
I'm telling
Fuck you.
I still played some more Fallout.
Again, there's too much. Again, I don't like playing a game where I don't know what I'm doing.
You're just picking up too much drunk, and then
that's it. It's like it's weighing you down. It's weighing you down. It's weighing you down.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's how I used to be the first
what
time.
the fuck, man? And then I put it in something. I'm like, okay, it'll transfer. No, it's at that location forever. It doesn't like transfer when you like open it at another location.
Sure.
I'm just like, well, then why did I fucking pick it up? To leave it there.
And have you ever gotten a follower in that game?
What?
A follower, like somebody.
A robot follows me, and a dog followed me for a little bit.
Oh yeah, my dog was barking at the dog on screen. But anyway, I had a follower the other day, and I was picking up stuff, and he's like, "I don't know what you see in that. It looks like junk to me." And I was like, "Zip needs this guy to walk around."
I really do. Yeah, if I had that, it might be. I wouldn't pick that up. I'd be like, "All right, now we're talking. Need some direction."
It is tough. It's tough. I feel you, man. I totally understand because
I mean, I get that you end up constructing stuff later that you may need, and blah blah blah. But again, you know me. The simpler the game, the more fun I'm going to have.
Well, it's just like we've been raised to pick up everything,
Right. Yeah, it's like you see an ashtray in the corner, you're like, ooh, I got to get that ashtray. There's something magic about it.
If I can pick it up, I must need to take it.
I must need it. And, they've taken full advantage of that for sure. So, Call of Duty, and then what else? I went back and watched all the Ghostbusters after I watched Frozen Empire, of course, because I wanted to watch the good Ghostbusters movies.
What about the girl one?
I didn't watch that one, and I knew you'd fucking say that.
Yeah. What about any of the cartoons?
I watched some of the cartoons.
I started watching.
I watched my favorite episodes of the cartoons.
I watched some of the monkey cartoon one. The Monkey Ghostbusters group.
With the ape. It's not a monkey, it's an ape.
My bad. Planet of the Apes. I read a spoiler for it, and I was disappointed.
For the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't much of a spoiler at all.
Yeah.
It was like, we explained the ending, and I was like, what? They're like, the screen goes black when they look through a telescope. I was like, oh my God. What are they looking at? We want to know what they're looking
the
at.
telescope's broke.
Yeah, could be, dude. I was like, are you serious? That was the whole reason of this page, is to tell you about that.
Wow.
I thought there was going to be some
clickbait.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be some real spoiler.
I get that on wrestling sometimes, and it's like, major superstar leaves company.
Yeah.
It's like Jerry Lawler's contract expired.
Yeah. You need to take some lessons and get us some more clicks.
Dude.
He won't do it.
Anytime you want to spend some fucking money to get us some clicks,
I'm just talking about you
let me know.
I'm just talking about, buzzwords.
What the fuck? Keywords? Is that what you're talking about?
Hashtags.
You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know how to get in the algorithm, dude. You got to hack the algorithm.
Hack it, please. Hack it.
No, we're better than that. We don't do clickbait here.
All right. Let's get into the show.
We appreciate humans and don't engage in clickbaitery.
Just reminded me, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, we are on YouTube with our channel, starting to do some unboxing videos. I see that you guys do enjoy those.
If we do clickbaiting, it's his fault, but I will never do it.
My fault. Because I pay for everything.
Yeah, well, I don't have a job still.
Why don't you get a job, motherfucker?
This is my job, and you need to raise my wages.
You need to bring more in, and I'll raise your wages.
I need a diet water and my mommy right now. That's something Meatwad says. It's one of my favorite Meatwad sayings.
It's like the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life. Diet water. We do have some RIPs this week.
I drink it and don't feel guilty.
We do have some RIPs to get through this week. Steve Albini, yes. He was a legendary musician and producer. And worked with amazing grunge bands like Nirvana, the Pixies, Bush, PJ Harvey, and more. Died at age 61. All our best to Mr. Albini for his amazing work in the field of music for all us geeks. I know we've all probably listened to at least one album that he was a part of.
Yeah, now AI is probably stealing his job.
Yeah, no shit. It's bullshit. Also,
I'm reaping all the benefits.
Yeah, you're enjoying it. Wanted to give a shout out to the stunt woman who doubled for Linda Carter during her iconic Wonder Woman television series of the 70s, Janine Epper. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Good.
Or maybe it's Jeannie.
I'm glad to see more stunt people
Jeannie Epper
getting recognized.
Died at age 83. And again, if you watched any of that show, Wonder Woman did a lot of jumping around and fighting. So I'm sure she stayed busy.
Peacock's got a new show about stunt people.
Really?
I think it's called Action.
That's cool. I mean, they're the unsung heroes of Hollywood for sure. You know, and they are nuts. They're crazy. Sad news for Game of Thrones fans. Ian Gelder, who starred on the show, passed at age 74. His passing was announced by Gelder's husband, actor Ben Daniels, with a post on Instagram. And very unfortunate, an amazing actor. I really liked him in the show.
Who was he?
He was the fucking hand after oh shit. Targaryen.
Yeah, at one point he was the hand of the king, huh?
Yeah, he was the hand of the king at one point. He was one of the last hands of the king.
Is he like the banker dude?
Yeah, he was the banker guy. Yeah. So
R.I.P.
R.I.P. for sure. All right. Let's head over to the news. And again,
what do we got? I didn't get a rundown this week.
Yeah, no rundown this week. Dude, I don't want to hear it. I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired. Why'd you even get me up this morning? I'm hungry. We're doing it late today because you had to go to a soccer match.
She won.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Any goals
Brooklyn.
this week?
Huh?
Any goals? I mean,
no. I have goals all the time.
Have you set any goals this week, Zip?
I always have a goal. No goals this week.
My goal is to
She's
never
more of a
have
defensive
goals.
player. She kicks the ball out.
Sure.
So
I remembered you saying she made a goal the other
She
week.
hurt her fingers though. She got her hand stepped on today because she was playing goalie. So
ooh, that's not too bad. I think I'd rather get it stepped on than stoved.
That's what happened.
I hate that.
They bent back and they stoved. Yeah.
Oh gosh, with the ball, the ball can hit it like that a lot.
Told her mom that she'd have to get some medical tape.
Splint it up.
Do some Vulcan. All right, let's get over to the news. And again, as Christian mentioned, this is in no particular order, and we don't really know much about the stories. We're just kind of throwing you what we've posted over Facebook over the last week. My fault, because I didn't have time to put together the rundown that I do every week and send to everybody.
Yeah, we do our best.
There is a rumor that Steve Rogers will be returning the Infinity Stones in a new limited series in development at Marvel Studios. That could be good. I love Cap. I would like to see more of Cap, but again, you know.
What's returning the? Isn't that what he did in the movie? Didn't they put the stones back in
That's what
place?
I'm saying. That's what the show would be about. Like when he first initially goes back in time up until when he returns the final stone and goes off with Sharon Carter.
Like when he's old?
Peggy Carter.
Like when he's old? Is he old at that point?
No. This would be like, you know, when he takes the hammer and the stones and he goes in the portal.
Maybe.
And the last Avengers movie, Endgame.
Oh.
And he ends up an old man sitting on the bench, remember?
Oh, okay.
It would be when he initially goes back to take the stones, I assume.
Gotcha.
No word if Chris Evans will be the Cap we see, but, you know, like I said, I'm happy to see Captain America either way, so I'm not going to complain.
I thought it showed that in the movie, but I guess it just showed them getting the Infinity Stones. Huh.
It just showed him in the case, and it closed the case.
Well, I mean, it showed everybody go.
Oh, yeah,
when
they go get him. Yeah, that's the time heist.
Yeah. I thought it showed him putting them back, too, but I guess you're right.
No, it didn't show him putting them back. You just assume he did and hope he did. All right. Did you see the new Godzilla Kong?
No.
You wanted to.
I do. I plan on it at some point.
There was already
get to the theater for it.
The MonsterVerse will continue to smash through theaters with the success of Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. I guess it's not Verse Kong anymore, right?
Yeah, this next one's going to be Godzilla XX Kong, dude. Or maybe it'll be Kong X Godzilla. They switch the order.
Oh, there's a new guy. So, is the Infinity Gauntlet ever explained on Kong? Well, I guess you didn't see it, did you? Shit.
They had to power him up. What do you think?
I guess.
It's his idea, dude. He built it. They turned him into a genius.
Little lab. I can see his little lab on Skull Island.
He's like Beast, dude.
That's exactly what I think. We got mutants on the brain, people. Mutants on the brain.
He's all smart, intellectual.
Smart Kong.
They can't keep Godzilla dumb though.
Yeah, keep him stupid running.
Stupid running.
I don't know why they. Luckily, we have the Toho films. You know, in addition to these MonsterVerse films where they're kind of goofy and team up buddy fucking comedy shit. The Hollywood Reporter said Legendary would like to see Godzilla X Kong director Adam Wingard return for the director's chair for a follow-up to this film. And also included the 2021 film Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, I was thinking about a Godzilla vs. King Kong version of Rush Hour, but then I thought that might be racist if we had Chris Tucker be Kong.
Yeah.
So we'd have to switch roles, I guess, but that doesn't really make as much sense.
No. That I would have kept that to yourself, maybe.
Wouldn't you like to see a Rush Hour with King Kong and Godzilla?
I'm happy with the Rush Hour the way it is.
I don't know. I saw an anime drawing of it the other day and it looked pretty cool.
Of Rush Hour with Godzilla and Kong?
No, with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, anime style.
Oh, that was the cover of the fucking box, isn't it?
I think so, maybe.
Of Rush Hour 3?
Maybe. I don't know. It was on some icon on iTunes.
Well, thank you for that worthless report.
Well, don't you? I mean, I feel like that. I mean, their stories are kind of the same.
Wingard has no set deal to make the sequel, but he's working on...
Who's Wingard?
The director.
Of what?
Adam Wingard of Godzilla X Kong.
Right.
Have you not fucking... You don't listen. If you would listen...
Oh, I'm thinking of Michael Wincox, I think. Is that his name?
Wincott. I don't know what the hell you said.
Wincox.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
So it's Michael Wincott. Okay.
Wincott, not Cox.
All right. The Spoon cousin?
Yes, this fucking sheriff's cousin. Oh, that's good shit. Wingard is working on A24's Onslaught, which is set to be shot this fall. Of course, anything from A24 we're going to watch.
I heard that A24 has some documentary that came out recently that they didn't really...
Really?
They kind of snuck it under.
Snuck it under?
They don't want to be associated with it. I don't know.
Huh. There is word that Shogun Season 2 is nearing renewal because the...
show was so successful.
The showrunner, Lord Toranaga, that's his name in the show. I'm going to try and say his name. Hiroyuki Sanada? Is that how you say his name?
You're going to say his first name is Lord. Lord.
No, that's his name of the show. Again, it's an incredible show. But
I thought the first season ended with the book.
Book?
Yeah, it's all based on a book.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. So I'm not sure.
So I think they're saying that season 2 would be like a whole new story they'd have to make up.
Interesting. It makes sense that it's from a book.
My dad was talking about it.
Has he read it?
I think so.
Wow.
Maybe.
I bet the book's great. But of course, God, I hate Hiroyuki. I hope I'm saying that right, sir. If I'm not, I apologize. Hiroyuki Sanada is set to return as Lord Toranaga in Season 2. He is the guy who played Scorpion.
Yeah.
He was in The Last Samurai with Asshole Cruz.
And Watanabe.
And Ken Wantabe.
Wasabi.
Shogun
It's hot,
Season 2,
spicy.
I'm all about. We got to stop double post.
No way, dude. We're just reinforcing
Yeah, I
it.
guess so. John Malkovich, the iconic and legendary stage and screen actor, has joined the cast of the Fantastic Four, along with Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Vanessa Kirby, and Eben Moss Bachrach.
And the other guy we got announced.
Yeah,
the voice.
Galactus, yes, who I thought was a great choice.
He's the guy that I talked about that is suing Disney for getting injured in Willow.
Who was he in Willow?
He was that
the
Captain
show.
of the Guards
Okay.
people, yeah.
Okay, show.
Yeah, the show. But yeah, he's the guy who has a
I
loss.
forget about the show.
He has a
I'm
loss.
like, the
Well, it's
movie?
gone. It's gone. It's completely.
Yeah, I'm like, how you watch it anymore?
But apparently he got his hand. He sued Disney, and I don't think they ever said. I don't know. They're like,
they probably settled out of court.
yeah, that's why I couldn't find an update.
I
on
have
it.
no clue what role he could play. I mean, I assume they're going to need like just regular fucking people. So he could just be like a bit part like Goldblum was.
He should have been Silver Surfer, dude.
God, that'd be weird. That'd be weird. Oh God, when he talked, that'd be
Yeah, dude.
I am the Silver Surfer.
Bow down.
Cyrus the Virus. Super excited for Fantastic Four. Can't wait to see it. July 2025, I believe. Shares that big ass.
It's got a lot to deliver on.
Yeah. Ralph Ineson is his name, and he is set to play Galactus in Fantastic Four. Of course, he's been in films such as Harry Potter. He was in Game of Thrones. He was in The Witch. A lot of stuff this guy's done. He's known for his really deep, bassy voice.
God, I didn't realize he was the guy in The Witch.
Yeah, he's the dad.
Yeah, the guy.
There's only one.
It's not the kid guy.
Sorry. There's a little boy.
He's not Black Phillip.
Black Phillips. I fucked that all up.
I don't like that movie.
I know you don't.
It's so boring.
I mean, he fits me for Galactus, though.
Yeah, he does great
you
voice.
know,
The
again.
gravitas.
Yeah, exactly. Very powerful. So I guess he had who was he in The Last Jedi? Was he like a fucking rebel? I can't remember.
He was a Jedi.
I don't think he was a Jedi.
I don't
at
think
all.
so either.
Is this a Washington Post story? It's not gonna let me read it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Damn.
Paywall.
We do know that. Wait. Oh.
I'll have to give you my login. It's just the new Peter Jackson announced the new Lord of the Rings movie, helmed by. Is it helmed by?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, the Gollum boy.
Gollum, and it's going to be about the hunt for Gollum. But see, I didn't know like what where does it take place in the
Timeline?
mythos? Yeah.
No.
Is it like it's got to be pre?
It's going to be based on that horrible video game they made, dude. That Gollum video game.
They got to redeem themselves for the video game.
Dude, I think I saw that game was on sale for like $2. The physical disc version of it. I posted that story.
Yeah, you did. You want to say something about it, motherfucker?
Ted, the offensive TV comedy on NBC
This is, of
got renewed.
course, if you didn't watch or listen to the show from last week, you probably won't get this. But
it's still a good show.
We had a passionate discussion last week about PC culture and its effect on television, right?
Well, I think Seinfeld was conflating, more about the death of the sitcoms we all watch, and the death of, cable television, which is more due to streaming and not,
right.
Not like...
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Was that not what I was saying? Like, what was I saying?
No, I think that's what Jerry was saying, though. Because he's like...
Well, he went on Bill Maher's podcast, and he kind of elaborated a little bit more, but yeah, it's this idea of, the family gathering around the television to watch the sitcom at night, kind of thing. Not so much that it's
I don't know if it's the family, but just
whatever. You know what I mean, though. Like the tradition of it being like TGIF.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, like you're never going to see that shit again.
No.
You know, because that's just the way it is. But
now we can stream it when we want to watch it.
You brought up Ted 2. You posted the story. I thought we should say that there will be a season 2 of Ted at Peacock. So,
So I was just saying the premise that, offensive shows can't get made or can't be successful. Here's the one that is. But you'd probably be like, well, it's about a puppet, so it doesn't count.
No, I don't think I'd be mad about the puppets. I'm just saying,
to
your point,
you find some excuse.
I mean, if I'm reading this and it says that it was, according to Nielsen data, the most watched streaming comedy in the U.S. for more than 2 consecutive months, that success as it stands today. But then you think about the sitcom and what it had to be that fucking number for months to be able to stay on, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've read some different stuff about that kind of stuff. Like, how many streaming shows get canceled after a week of being available.
Sure. And again, that's kind of what I walked away from our conversation is it's just really muddy water when you talk about streaming television and the effect of it because we don't really know yet. And it's still kind of evolving, if you will.
I don't know. Like I said, it seemed like the consensus of the comments I saw was that Jerry Seinfeld made a dumb comment.
Anya Taylor-Joy had a cameo in Dune Part 2.
She didn't even play a good character in it?
No, it was just a little fucking cameo. She popped in and out.
It sounded like she was a main character, dude. They were talking about, because they're like, she embodies that character from the moment I met her.
I mean, again.
She's just amazing. Did you see what she was wearing to that premiere of Mad Max?
Oh, no.
Where she had the Furiosa thing. She had like all these spikes coming off her. She looked like a chandelier.
Jesus Christ.
Try to pull it up real quick. I wanted to send you a picture of it. Did you see those pictures of Shania Twain I sent you? Man, she looks different.
No, I didn't.
She must have got some work done or something. It's a shame.
They all get work done, dude.
Not all of them, not Pamela Anderson.
No, and it shows. I can't find it. I don't have time for this.
Fine.
Anyway,
he's not good at the internet like I am.
Well, I have very little to work with here, so.
You got a whole laptop in front of you.
I am super excited about this In a Violent Nature movie.
I have heard nothing about this.
You don't know anything about this?
No.
This is shot exclusively from the perspective of the killer, as opposed to the perspective of the victims of like a 80s classic slasher movie. So it's kind of a twist. But I'm excited about it.
It could be cool. It depends. I feel like that might have been done before, though. But I understand the gimmick.
Completely.
I know.
Not just like Crowley, where it's like a couple scenes that it shows him, chasing after and what his life's like.
No, I mean like what's that one with Yondo? What's his name? Michael Rooker.
Henry?
Yeah, Henry.
Portrait of a Serial Killer?
Yeah.
That's, again, this is more of a slasher, right, than a serial killer. So it's more like an 80s thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I love Henry, though. That's how I got introduced to Michael Rooker.
I got introduced to Mallrats and showed his ass.
He's fucking hilarious in Mallrats. Deadline has reported that there is a new Charlie's Angels show in the works. What? I don't know.
Why is this even on here?
I don't know. Maybe they want to fucking...
Did you watch the last one? Wasn't there?
I used to watch Charlie's.
No, I mean, wasn't there already like a failed reboot of it?
Was there? No,
yeah, with like young people that we've never heard
of. With like Cameron Diaz.
No, after that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's been rebooted since then and failed once already, dude.
It's before my time. So, I don't know. I mean, there's some geeks I know, like Charlie's Angels.
Sure.
You know?
I'm just saying they can't get it right.
No, they can't get right, but, you know, we'll see what happens with this new reimagined series from our friends at Sony.
Plus, you can't make that kind of show anymore, dude.
Well, it says it's for tween audiences, and it'll be set in Brazil.
Well, maybe in Brazil you can get away with that.
Yeah, that's why they got to put it in Brazil, because you can't get away with it in America.
No, you can't have a little voice controlling women, dude.
Good morning, angels.
And
you know, one of the biggest letdowns.
And then they were like sucking on, licking that box, dude. Those angels were like, "Oh, Charlie."
That's not what happened. Oh! Jesus.
Oh, you know what? A weird internet term I learned this week?
What?
Mewing. MEWING. Apparently the kids are doing it. It's when you push your tongue against the top of your mouth to like work out this muscle down here, and like if you do it enough, you'll get a better jawline. So all the kids are mewing.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, maybe if you cared about your jawline more. I mean, we already see you don't care about your waistline.
I don't have a jawline.
Boom, your butt line. I'm glad they took that line off of Jade Cargill, though. I was good to see her without that big line on her face. Remember when she had that line?
Yeah.
I was worried she was going to come out with it again, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
I was going to be so mad if she came out with that on again.
That's going to be her gimmick now. You know, in my opinion, one of the biggest fucking letdowns of the MCU was Ultron.
They kind of redeemed him with the what if stuff.
I didn't watch the what if stuff.
I know you didn't. I'm just trying to let you know
well, maybe
how
I need
wrong
to
you
go back
are.
and watch that.
I can't wait till I get to AI to make a song about how wrong Zip is about everything on GeekZip. I tried to do it, but I actually made the song with the lyrical prompt as the lyrics. Did you? No, you don't even listen to that.
I know. I told you the only one I listened to was the one with Jesse. I don't care about your AI bullshit.
So instead of the song being like making up a whole list of lyrics, the song it just goes, "How wrong Ryan Zip's opinion is on the GeekZip podcast."
Does it say my name correctly?
Yeah,
that's impressive. Ultron is rumored to return in Armor Wars, and they say that could pave the way for a even bigger villain.
Who?
I'm looking.
Super Robot Man?
I'm looking.
Whoa.
Dr. Doom.
Oh.
Okay, I see. Because Dr. Doom possesses the ultimate armor, and that could be what they're going for.
That mentions Wakanda Forever's Namor fiasco, dude.
God damn it, that's sure as shit what it was. I still to this day, I own that and have not watched it.
Huh.
So, again, yeah, I hope that Ultron's redeemed because he was a hell of a fucking Avenger.
We all know why you haven't watched Black Panther 2. I mentioned it earlier in the podcast.
We got our first look at Batman Cape Crusader, the new animated series that I think will be on Max.
I tried making an AI song about you thinking you were Batman and failing at crimes.
You're sick with it.
It didn't come out well.
You're really sick with it. You're going to be like fucking Lawnmower Man. You're going to fucking end up sucking yourself in the goddamn computer.
Tron World, dude. You'd give anything to live in the Tron
World. I would love to live on the grid. We got some images of the new series, and I'm very excited about it. It's not going to be
the old one.
It's not going to be like the old one.
Is that not it right there?
Yeah.
Well, that looks kind of like the animated series.
Again, I'm talking about you're not going to see like Clayface. You're not going to see fucking.
I just meant the art design.
Oh yeah. It's. I mean, well, I think it's from Bruce Timm's people.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the same people behind the animated series, and then J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves.
I'm saying that's good. I hate when they deviate too much in the art style that I'm used to.
True.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that was a fucking crazy one. But anyway, it looks really good. I'm very excited for it. I believe it drops.
That's a creepy looking Harlequin thing.
Yeah, that's Harley Quinn there. We'll put a picture of it up on the cast. But yeah, she's now of Asian descent.
Oh, yeah.
The series is set entirely in the 1940s, which I love because Batman always works better as a period piece, in my opinion. 10 episodes, arrives on Prime Video August the 1st. So it's actually Prime, excuse me. That's interesting. I have to figure out what that is. What's that's all about. That prequel to Friday the 13th, Christian, from A24.
This is another one we double posted on. Did you notice that?
No, did we?
I posted a story from IGN about it.
Looks like Brian Fuller, who was set up to direct the series, has walked away from it. So now we're not sure about what is going on.
I think the article I posted was kind of more hopeful about the future of it. I don't really
Do you remember what it said?
I don't remember, but I think it's like it's still going to get made. Don't worry.
Yeah, it does say, I do remember it saying it was going to get made, and he did have a kind of a lengthy post on Instagram. Looks like this could have been like possible clash and
creative differences.
Yeah, creativity.
It's Hogan with creative control coming in, dude.
Well, he kind of throws it onto A24, and this is kind of the first time we've heard somebody badmouth A24 for not being fucking incredible. Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting, and I'm interested to see what they're doing because I don't know how the fuck you do a prequel series to that movie anyway.
About Jason's mom's parents.
Jesus Christ. There is a rumor that Ryan Coogler has signed on to direct Black Panther 3, but Marvel also wants him to direct the new X-Men reboot.
Sounds like he's in demand, dude.
Boy, I tell you, I need to watch that Wakanda Forever because apparently this guy's doing really good.
It's probably better,
again,
better things to watch than that one.
Huh?
That's probably better things to watch than that.
Probably. We all know the mutants are on their way. X-Men is going to be made, and again, we need to get it right because the X-Men are going to be a big part of the Marvel Cinema Universe moving forward.
Will you cut out the part of the video feed where it shows my sock right there? I don't like that.
Sure.
Thank you. You know, when I was on the Marshall movie, they filmed a scene with me, the We Are Marshall film. They filmed a scene with me on the streets of 4th Avenue where I was sitting.
The only scene.
Well, no, this scene didn't even make it in the movie. But yes, I was the only person in the scene, and I got directed by Mick G. But I was sitting there, and my socks were showing. And they had to stop filming to go find some socks for me to wear that were time period appropriate.
You made some poor bastard drive all the way to Walmart.
He did it. No, they had them on set. It's just we weren't given socks as extras. Because normally you didn't see our socks, but the way I was sitting, you could see them.
That's a great story. WWE has signed a $25 million extension with the USA Network to keep Raw on the channel until 2025.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought that already was the deal.
No.
Well, I mean, we knew it was going to be on Netflix in January.
Yes, but that's 6 months before. We didn't know what
they hadn't figured that out yet?
Well, USA hadn't paid them yet, but everybody knew they would. So it was like, whatever. Plus, after Raw goes to Netflix in January, SmackDown will be moving to the USA Network in October 2024. NXT heading to CW Network the same month.
Gotcha, yeah.
So, big changes coming for the WWE.
Sounds like Fox wouldn't pay him enough.
Sounds that way. We finally have an update on the Nintendo Switch 2, and it confirms a June Nintendo Direct. What the fuck does that mean?
I guess that means they'll announce it at the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, Nintendo Direct conference thing. Okay.
The YouTube video they put out.
Yeah. So they say the announcement should be expected within the fiscal year ending March 2025. That's the fiscal year when it ends.
I was getting ready to say, didn't that already happen? Wait, no,
next year. So, yeah. There's going to be a Blade Runner 2049 sequel series, Christian, at Amazon, and they've signed Michelle Yeoh to star in it.
Sounds good to me. I like most Amazon series.
You never watched Blade Runner, though.
I might have to.
I don't know why you wouldn't. It's so good. Speaking of so good, there was a movie in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah. I saw you post this. I was like, I wanted to do that face palm emoji. Like, oh, my gosh. I can't believe it.
It was good. What are you talking about?
I remember seeing this VHS like on your stack of VHS.
It was so good.
I never seen it, but
My brother loved it.
I remember looking at the cover going like, what in the world is this
It's the
movie?
Guyver. It's actually an anime. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're McAfee.
Yeah, no, I don't even have McAfee.
You downloaded that virus, dude.
Apparently. Fuck
Sam, what are you doing on here, Brooklyn?
Anyway, Guyver
Quit clicking on things.
was a alien technology that
Who landed in Ireland and became MacGyver. He took a human form
negative.
and a human name, and they made a popular television series about him. Starring Richard Branson. No, that's not his name. I just had to keep making. I feel like it might be Richard, but it's definitely not Branson.
What character?
The MacGyver who played MacGyver on MacGyver. Richard. Richard Harris.
That's not it.
I don't know.
That's the guy who played Marcus Aurelius in Gladiator.
I'm just making up names that sound like they're real to me.
What is his fucking name?
Mac.
I forget. I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh,
Richard
God.
Mac.
Richard MacGyver. Oh.
But yeah, you guys should watch The Guyver. We got the special edition. Was it
4K.
that? Oh, 4K now.
edition's coming out. Yeah.
Yes,
4K
you can
Blu-ray
watch it in all
coming
its glory and every pixel or the high definition you want to see. The details on the Guyver costume, it's amazing. It's incredible.
It's a good show.
I'm not saying it's
I don't
bad.
give a fuck what you say. It's a good movie.
I'll watch it someday.
You won't. Apocalypse is a huge character coming to Marvel. They're also talking about bringing Mr. Sinister, who will be the first major villain in the X-Men reboot.
Yeah, dude, I've been hearing
Cool with me.
I've been hearing Apocalypse might bring Gambit back to life on the cartoon.
Oh, as one of his horsemen?
Yeah, and somebody else, I forget who else they mentioned.
That would be interesting. I would love to see Sinister. I don't want to see The Rock as Apocalypse. I hope that doesn't happen. Because all you see is The Rock.
I don't know. That Oscar Isaac Apocalypse, I couldn't really tell that was Oscar Isaac under all that crap.
I could very easily.
We know you can, Zip.
Yes,
Again.
I'm gifted.
You're racist. If you consider that a gift,
I'm
that's on you.
not racist. Don't know what you're talking about.
You're cursed is what you are.
I'm cursed for sure.
I think maybe it's just because I've been watching that Them. I think everybody's racist now.
Yeah, you've called me racist like 5 or 6 times just during this show.
I'm told you. It's that Them.
It's their fault?
I'm Now I'm the racist one.
now
Oh, my
you're
God.
racist.
He flipped it on
You've
me.
always been racist, though.
I don't know.
So,
What does that say up there? Fracturosity wants to show notifications. Oh, first curiosity.
Fracturosity?
I can't see the small font on the television that well.
Oh, shit. All right, that's the news. And then I had one new event that came up that looks
Oh, wait.
fun.
They canceled CCW in June.
Yes, we canceled CCW in June because one of the owners has to have surgery.
Well, get well soon, and we'll be
yes.
ready in September.
Yes, we'll be ready in September. We may have some big changes as well. Blackstone Cherry and Nonpoint are coming to the Loud in Huntington. If you've never seen Blackstone Cherry, they are incredible. If you've never seen Nonpoint, they are incredible. Nonpoint and Blackstone Cherry together, that's a hell of a show.
I'm not impressed. I can make my own music now.
Oh, whatever. Good for you. Get more information at blackstonecherry.com, and they are playing Huntington. It's very small.
Well, he's zooming in on it. The Kicking and Screaming Summer Tour.
I know it's in July.
Oh, I can read it now.
July
Huntington.
31st in the Loud. So we look forward to seeing our friends back in town. And
What's one of their songs? Sing it.
I don't know.
I'm a Blackstone cherry.
I don't think that's it.
I'm a bit of sweets fruit. I don't know. Cherries fruits?
Oh, man.
They're not vegetables. I know that.
That's true. So one of the big announcements that I made on the page last week, Christian, this is exciting. We are now collaborators with Super 7.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool,
That's
isn't
exciting time.
Super 7.
Am I going to have to watch my mouth? Am I going to get this canceled?
No. It's not
Okay,
that serious. I, of course, have several Super 7 action figures. I love the company based out of San Francisco. If you go to Super 7, go to super7.com/GeekZip with 2 P's, you'll actually help the show with some, a little bit of change.
Oh,
if
man.
You will.
I might have to check it out.
Yeah, and they've got incredible action figures. If you love shows from the 80s, they've got Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers.
And they're the ones that have you've done the Green Power Ranger and the
That's
Mumra?
the ones, all the ones that I've done, all the unboxings I've done have all been Super 7s. So those are just
all of them. Cool.
incredible action figures. Check them out now. Once again, go to super7.com/GeekZip with 2 P's and support the show.
I started getting a cramp. That was bad.
I guess we got to go.
No, I'm
Follow
fine.
us on Facebook.
My muscles started cramping up.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are on
chug this
YouTube.
Coke before we're done.
And we are very happy you joined us. That's all I really have.
We're having fun, guys. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're not doing it right if you're not enjoying yourselves.
We'll show you how.
If you're not talking about shit. I mean, me and him don't agree on everything.
It doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong. It means you're a dick.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Hopefully.